What is going on, family? Tx2 fans of the world. We are back with the End of Us project. Next song on the list is 6 Shots Left. I'm not going to waste any time today. We're just going to jump straight into it. Let's do it. Got a little Western feel to it.
This is a lonely place to die. I've accepted our demise. I'm no stranger to.
It gave me a vibe in a minute where I feel like he was catching a pocket where it reminded me of a different song, and I feel like I lost it. I gotta hear it again. I gotta hear it. All I'm seeing is TX2 riding down the road with on a horse right now, looking for a saloon. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm picturing in my mind right now. With a 6-shooter, obviously. That's what it sounds like. That's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of, I see a red door and I want to paint it black. That's what it kind of reminded me of. I'm like, okay, is that, he not going for that specifically, but it's what I heard.
This is a lonely place to die. I've accepted our demise. I'm no stranger to life.
We always talk about the intro lines that are always fire, and they're gonna hate me already for pausing so much in this fucking video. But it's a good place to die line. Fire.
This is a lonely place to die. I've accepted our demise. I'm no stranger to life as a wager. We've been working on borrowed time. This might be our final ride. We deserve this to die with a purpose. I've got 6 shots left in this loaded gun. I've got 6 shots left and I've got no plans to run. I'm dead by the break of dawn. At least I knew which side I'm on. I've got 6 shots left in this loaded gun. I've got 6 shots left and we're killing just for fun. Good men, yeah, they don't last long. At least I knew which side I'm on. Against the
That whistle shit is fire as fuck, man. As for somebody who doesn't like country music at all, I don't hate the Western sound to it. You know what I mean? Like I said, to me, I feel like there's a difference between like Western and country. So I'm like, I'm not hating the vibes. Like I said, it reminds me, like, you know, with the whole 6-shooter thing, again, it reminds me of like Outlaw stuff. You know what I mean? Especially like of a certain time frame. You know what I mean? It almost sounds like, you know, in a day and age where a lot of us are trying to write about the 80s, this sounds like we're going even further back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not hating the sound at all, man. I think the whole Western kind of thing is super sick. And the little whistle part that they added to that, nice little touch, baby. That's the spice on the chicken. That's the spice on the chicken, baby. And the horns and everything.
Against the odds, we have survived. Underneath an amber sky, past the hillside, there's one final sunrise. A nameless horse in debt to pay. I've been hoping for some rain in the desert, but I should know better. I've got 6 shots left in this loaded gun. I've got 6 shots left and I've got no plans to run. I'm dead by the break of dawn. At least I knew which side I'm on. I've got 6 shots left in this loaded gun. I've got 6 shots left and we're killing just for fun. Good men, yeah, they don't last long. At least I knew which side I'm on. As the vultures seal my fate, the sheriff's best men do the same. Bullets.
Oh my god, I will have to say, man, I feel like with this particular song, I feel like what it is reminding me of so far in this project is I feel like he is growing as a songwriter. And I've been saying this from the beginning, from ever doing any kind of TX2 reactions, where I feel like you could see a lot of progression in his music. You know what I mean? As he gets better and better with each song, right? Where even in a song like this, where I've said this quite a few times, where there's a lot of great storytelling in the way that he tells, where he creates music. And I feel like anything, the more that you practice something and the more that you do something, the better you get at it. And I feel like this album is a great testament to that. The way that we've again, he always paints a good picture. It always paints a good picture. So again, this is more like this Western kind of style. The 6 shots left. At least I know what side I'm standing on. It kind of whether or not he's the good or the bad. You know what I mean? You pick all that in your mind, right? Where the whole vibe of this song, it has these Spanish guitar elements to it. Like I said, there's a lot of great little things where they do throughout this entire song, where it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, where it's just they're adding just a little bit more flavor to make this thing fucking spiced up. I've been saying this for a hot minute, man. A lot of these artists out here making some bland ass chicken, where it just sounds like the next person. You know what I mean? Where it just sounds like, hey, I've heard this song a million times. We just changing some of the words up. You know what I mean? But I feel like this is, again, another great example of always keeping it interesting, no matter what. You know what I mean? There's never dull moments. The verses aren't dull. And again, just finding a new way to incorporate X, Y, and Z to just make it that much better with the song. You know what I mean? I feel like the song writing is only continuing to elevate.
As a vulture shield my fate, the sheriff's best men do the same. The bullets hang like Picasso paints the portrait of a dead man without a name. Are you ready, Kim? Yeah! Are you ready, Max? Yeah! Well, let's fucking end this shit the same way we started. I've got 6 shots left in this loaded gun. I've got 6 shots left and I've got no plans to run. I'm dead by the break of dawn. At least I knew which side I'm on. I've got 6 shots left in this loaded gun. I've got 6 shots left and we're killing just for fun. Good men, yeah, they don't last long. At least I knew which side I'm on.
Oh my god. Awesome. Is this the first track in the thing that... Okay, yeah, there's a few ones that I haven't heard before. I know for sure I hadn't heard this one, so I feel like this is a only got released when the project came out song. Right after the Resistance, which I'm pretty sure was another same one. Basically, this is about the 50% way through the project. I think we're getting ready to kind of get into the next turn, and then get into the second act of the scene of the whole project, right? So yeah, I think that, man, this has been so sick. It's been a great project. I'm not always a fan when the artists put these projects together and it's a bunch of singles that we've already heard. But in some cases, and I think this is definitely one of those times where when they incorporate the songs that were singles and have been out, videos, all that kind of have already been released, over the last year or so, and then they throw it into one of these projects. Sometimes it makes way more sense on the project and the progression of how you listen to it. That's why, again, I'm a big fan personally. I know it's a little old school of me, you know what I mean? Old head over here. But I like to listen to albums in... if I'm gonna listen to this TX2 project ever again, it's gonna be the whole album. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? It's gonna be throw on the album and let the motherfucker rock. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's definitely becoming that for me. You know what I'm saying? Where that's what I have found with their music is that is a lot of like replay value. There's a lot of even though some things very much tie to like time frames, it's not very often where it doesn't necessarily date itself specifically, where I feel like there's a lot of like, again, you can listen to this song in 20 years and it's going to still sound good, you know what I mean? So again, I think about it all in terms of like of live show performance and perspective, and I think that I think a lot of what he does and writes is always kind of geared for that perspective, right? And again, those are kind of some of my favorite writers, where it's like you're trying to write for it to sound good in the live setting, because again, you want people to be singing in the audience, you want people to be singing back to you, you want it to be singing so loud that you can't even hear yourself, you know what I'm saying? So I like the fact that when you listen to his music, by the second time you hear the chorus, you're kind of familiar with it already. By the time you've heard the whole thing, you know half of the words. You know what I mean? Where that's what's great. It's the first time that you're hearing it, you're already learning the words and you're singing along. You know what I mean? That's when you know that you're getting something special. And I feel like TX2 finds a way to do that time after time, and it's only going to continue to be a better songwriter. I think that's definitely evident right here. So I think that's all I got for this one, guys. I will see you on the next video, and we will continue to see where this album goes. And yeah, I think that's all I got for this one, guys. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you.